Pleased to meet you. This is Fixed and Folded, the knife review channel for the casual knife collector. I am Cody, and I'm going to be doing my top 10 favorite knives of the year 2024. I bought about 50 knives this year, and I sold most of them as I am a revolving door collector. I keep what I love, and knives that I like or below I sell so that I can afford more knives that I might potentially love. And in the process, I go on a journey of discovery there that I can share with my wonderful subscribers and people that don't subscribe. All right, so I actually have these in order. Number 10, and my criteria for my favorite knives of 2024 are ones that you can, currently buy in stores, not discontinued models and whatnot. Number 10, the Kizer Escort, particularly this model with aluminum handles, 20 CV blade. My only issue with this knife is just that the handles look plain. There's just no detail on them. Other than that, it's amazing. The feel in hand is really secure, and it's just, for whatever reason, it's really slicey, like amazing at slicing. Great EDC knife. Great action with the bar lock. Really easy to operate. No blade play. And these aren't expensive. They're affordable. All right. I think Escort, I don't remember exactly how much this was. I want to say, I think you can get the normal ones for 140 Canadian. So this would have been something like around 200. All right. Number 9, the James Brand Barnes. This is an integral titanium handle with M390 blade. Made in, is this made in China? It doesn't say where it's made on the blade. It's maybe Taiwan. Not in America, but you know what? The fit and finish is next level. This is like top tier fit and finish. Who's the manufacturer? They're known Chinese. This is meant for premium Chinese manufactured knives. And Riot. Manufacturer is Riot. Really impressive. Like a high-end gentleman's folder. Great fine milling on the handle. Really well thought out. You even have these little you've got like a ridge. You've got a ridge on the blade here. Everything's been rounded and smoothed. Beautiful finish on the blade. Don't even know what that would be called of that finish. Like an eggshell or something. It's not really glossy, but it's like got its own beautiful subdued tone on there. And just a really well implemented knife. Just everything feels really precision and high quality. Excuse me, Thomas. So that's number 9. Number 8 on the list is the Spyderco Paramilitary 2. This one has a DLC coated S45 VN blade and G10 handles. I rated this one in my top 10 over the Para 3 just because food prep. The Para 3 blade is like less than 3 inches, and for cutting cheese and sausages and stuff, sometimes it just wasn't long enough. So this one for food prep is long enough blade, and then again, like the Para 3, it's a great EDC knife. Okay, number 7 is the Spyderco Bodacious. In use, this is going to be capable of doing pretty much all the tasks that the PM2 can do, but just a little bit more tough like just a little bit thicker. No, I've gone through this. Blade stock is the same thickness, but this one doesn't taper as soon, and I think it just looks a little bit better and just a little beefier. Love it. What are we at? Number 6. Number 6 is the James brand Klein. This has linen micarta handle scales, Magna Cut blade. My only nitpick with this is just the design of the blade. It has a lot of belly. I wish it were more like this, where it's a bit more spear pointy with a little bit less belly, more piercing shaped tip. But this does, for some reason, still pierce really well, probably because it has a hollow grind. And really slicey, really comfortable, great fit finish, around $500. This bastard is like over 900, and they keep raising the price on that. So get one before they're over $1,000, because then you'll be knife poor and living on the street. Number 5, the SOG Seal XR. This is just has a lot of charisma. It just has imposing dimensions, and with gloves on, just perfect out of the box for design. Without gloves, you can be like me and Dremel down the height off of the jimping on the handle. And my only issue with this one is when I'm flicking it, it might just be how I do it, but my finger will always drag against the metal jimping on the back, and if I did that 50 or 60 times, I'd get a rash on my finger, get irritation. So it's can't really be fidgety because of the aggressive jimping, even this filed down jimping or the Dremel down jimping. Other than that, this is just great, awesome. S35VN, I think this is like $300 Canadian. Was it 400? Between $300 and $400 Canadian. I think it's 300. And yeah, very good, great action. Feels incredibly satisfying. Feels incredibly secure in the hand. And this is because you can get so much torque, such a secure grip. This is actually doable with meal prep and stuff too, even though this has a super thick blade and it's a saber grind basically. You can just get so much force that you can use this for a lot of different tasks. Number 4, Microtech Stitch. This one is plain blade M390. This one is the fluted G10 handle. Another thick knife, but has a nice, this might not be able to see on this angle, but it's slicier than you think it might be. It's a good slicer, good at piercing. Not the longest blade in the world, but what is it compared to? It's about the same as the James brand Klein. So still plenty of blade length, longer than the Para 3. And just love the design and the feel and the all the implementation of the hardware, and the action is really satisfying. So I just really resonate with this knife. It's different and it works. Number 3, the Northarm Skaha 2. This one is in Contour G10 and Magna Cut. This is a Canadian made knife and really fidgety. and I just resonate with it. You have a pretty thin blade stock, can do food prep no problem, can do EDC tasks with ease, and you could also do some woodwork with this. This also is about the same size as those fixed blade bushcraft knives. You could do bushcraft work with this, I think. Maybe if Scandi grinds, if they're ideal for bushcraft, then this with this full flat might not be as good at, like, it won't be as good at like batoning and stuff like that. But I mean, this is a little small for batoning and stuff like that. But this could do some bushcrafting work, I'm sure. But as an EDC knife, oh man, this is just great. $300 Canadian. You can get some carbon fiber for $350 and some fancy carbon fiber for $380. The price periodically rises on these, so go to North Arm Knives and look at their selection. Number 2, Benchmade Readout with CPM D2 coated blade and custom advanced weapon technology scales that I ordered from the United States. I don't remember how much this one was. It was maybe $260 Canadian, and then these were another, I think all in, another 160 Canadian. So what is that? 250 and 150, 400, around $400 for this configuration. Advanced weapon technology scales are great. This almost feels like a rubberized coating, like texture, but it is aluminum. And the fit has been fantastic, and the action on this knife is really perfect. And with the coating, it's going to help with corrosion on the D2. Number 1, my number 1 favorite knife of the year is one of my least expensive ones. It's the Civivi Vexillum in all black. I find myself carrying this knife the most, so that's a good reason to make it number 1, right? A bit of a combat-y style blade, good for people with large hands, really comfortable, no blade play, left, right, up, and down. Easy to disengage the liner. I can just let the flipper tab drop on my thumb and then just let it release. Flipper action is satisfying and easy to do. Thumb studs are easy to deploy, and either using the meat of the thumb or the tip of the thumb, or the way I like to do it with the nail flick. And the blade is Nitro V. It's got a black wash coating, and it has a nice hollow grind with a nice even cutting edge on both sides from the factory. This has just been a great slicer. I'd say for a knife this size, the blade stock is on the thin side. Again, that just makes it a great slicer. Great for EDC tasks. And good piercing. $140, I think these are. 140 Canadian. I find with the plain blades, just my opinion is that it looks, because of this has it has an extended top before the clip point, it looks a bit weird. But with it all blacked out, I think it looks, for some reason, just the all blacked out design looks attractive to me. I guess this is like a little goofy that Civivi decided to make this look kind of like a combat knife, because to be a real combat knife, you're going to want it to be multi-use, all-around knife, more like a survival thing, and then in that case the blade stock should be thicker. But hey, maybe I'm a poser and I just like the looks of things. But yeah, I just find myself really resonating with this. Great performer for EDC. Cool. I've got some 4 runners up. First runner up is the Spartan Harsey in Magna Cut and titanium. Feels great. It's the precision engineering. They've designed it to be satisfying to deploy. I think it looks really cool. I love Magna Cut. I love this titanium. It kind of doesn't do great at food prep because it's a pretty thick blade stock and it's a kind of borderline high saber grind to saber grind. You don't have a lot. It's thick behind the edge. It has a good edge on it. Once I took it to cutting edge cutlery and had Dennis put a nice edge on it, but it does EDC tasks well, but it's kind of too beefy to be good at everything, because the wedge is pretty abrupt. That when I was cutting cheese with it, it was kind of messy, and I don't have as much because the blade's long. I don't have as much secure, like I can't put as much leverage into it as I can with, say, the SOG Seal XR. You can just see handles are pretty comparable for thickness, but then this one's taller, and you can choke up on this. Yeah, you can choke up on this too, but this blade stock is thicker than the Harsey, but I just found that I can just get so much force easily behind this one that this is better at doing all-aroundy tasks than this guy. So just a little bit less of an all-arounder. Second runner-up is the Para 3 Spyderco. This is just a fantastic EDC knife and my only knife that's under 3 inches in length. So if Canada passes laws that say you can't carry a knife 3 inches or over, well, this is the only one I'll be able to use. This just falls down in food prep. As I was cutting the cheese block, I found that, and sausage, meat and stuff like that, I just wish that I had more blade length, like cutlery, like chef knives and stuff like that. Chef knives tend to be about this long, and so yeah, this is just a bit too short to be to do tasks other than EDC, but this is, an amazing EDC knife. Third runner-up is the Ka-Bar Ek that I oh, I can't even read it. It's upside down or backwards. Here we go. How about that? Is the Ka-Bar Ek, and it's getting sharpened right now by Dennis at Cutting Edge. It's a good tactical knife and a good EDC knife, but it's not fidgety because it has a great great action on the flipper, really smooth. But because it's a tactical knife, to disengage the liner, it's kind of, you can't do it easily on purpose so that you don't disengage it by accident. And so again, it's not as all aroundy, just because it's a bit hard to disengage the liner. So it's not fidgety. And the GFN handle, like the polymer handle, while it does feel really tactical and it's comfortable, it is that plasticky feeling, like it just I don't know, it's subjective. A lot of people find that GFN handles, polymer handles, don't necessarily feel as satisfying as like a G10 or a metal handle, and I kind of feel the same. It's a great knife though. Like out of my 50 knives I bought this year, it's in my top 15, and I'll be doing an upcoming review shortly for that knife. Final runner up of the year is the Kaiser Invictus. This one is in looks like a canvas micarta, and the blade steel is 154 cm. This knife is a great slicer. medium blade thickness, so it's going to be reasonably durable. It's got a beautiful tumble finish on the blade. Great ergos, great action, really effortless on the bearings, really nice position of the thumb, the button to release. Fit and finish has been great. This again is like $140, maybe $150. Good price. Pocket clip is great, deep carry, no hot spots. Just the coloring maybe. Like, I mean, I don't mind green. Like here's green and plain blade, right? But it just kind of looks like couch fabric, and so for me, and just even though the ergos are great, just the looks of it just looks a little bit weird to me, and so the overall design subjectively is my least favorite of my top 15 knives. But other than that, it's a great knife. So that is my top 10 list and runners up of my favorite knives for 2024. I'll give you a quick view of all of them here. And this being number 1 down to number 10, my runners up. So I guess that gives you guys a glimpse of what I like, my style, and if you resonate with some of those, then and you haven't checked them out, then go to a store, check them out. I'd like to hear your top few knives of the year. Give me your top 3 knives, your favorite 3 knives of 2024, and hope the year ends well for everybody. Have a great Christmas, and I'll talk to you soon. Okay, have a great night. Tommy, where are you? I think Tommy might be hiding on me. Tommy should say goodbye too. He had the zoomies. I fed him, and then he started zipping all around. Yeah, he's hiding. Okay, well, Tommy and I wish you guys Happy New Year too. All right.